Hello, everybody, and welcome to another live chat with Andy and Gabby Cabby. Hope you're all right. Yes, this could be a bit of an interesting one, this live stream. We're very clandestine at the moment. I'm actually sat in the corner of a closed cafeteria at the Tesco's at Gatwick. I drove all the way around. I couldn't get any signal anywhere, and I knew that Tesco's has free Wi-Fi in here, so I thought I'd come and leech off their internet and see how long we can get away with it. I'm the only one in here. I know the cafe is shut, but there's still open access in because there's a toilet in the rear. I know everything's okay, so we'll see how long we can get away with this for, shall we? And at least I'm here. That's the main thing, or at least I'm not sure how long I will be. Alan, good to see you. Cosmic, good to... Hang on a minute. Excuse me. I know it's closed in here, the cafe. Am I okay here for about 20 minutes? I've just got... Okay, it's just an online meeting and I've got to attend, and it's the only place I can get signal. Thank you very much. There you go, sorted. Right, Alan. Hello to you. Cosmic, hello to you. Bridget. Bloodnose, good evening to everybody. Julie. Julie Baldwin as well. Good to see you. Boating live abroad. Julie Keys. Alan Edge, hi. Good to see you. Anyone seen the latest Katie Hopkins post? No, I haven't actually. I have not at all. You have to let me know what's going on there. I'll check that out afterwards. I'm actually on the mobile phone today instead of the full setup indoors. I had a look, and I'm at Gatwick actually waiting for a flight to land at 9:55. So I figured there was ample opportunity to come and talk to you guys just for a little while. If you haven't done so already, please hit the like button. If you're just in the chat, give it the thumbs up. We'll try and get as many of those as possible while we're in. Hello, Alan Pierce. Good to see you. Yeah, I was up at the Gatwick main site. Couldn't get anything anywhere. There was the Wi-Fi in the McDonald's, but it was really rowdy and terrible. And I found this quiet corner in the Tesco's just down the road. So hopefully we'll be all right. And I better go and do some shopping afterwards. Make sure I buy something, just as a thing. Latest from Sir Boris, first Earl of Shacknasty. He says, households throughout Europe must endure inflation and energy crisis to combat Russian aggression in Ukraine. Yes, what can you say about that guy? Absolute spangle of yes. But he's on his way out the door, isn't he? Hi, Alan Pate. Good to see you. Hope you're doing good. Bridget as well. Nigel the handyman. Hi, everyone from sunny Gatwick. Where are you, Nigel? I'm here as well. Obviously down the Tesco's. Wouldn't it be funny if we bumped into each other? I'm going to be here for about 3 hours parked up. You know what I'd love to do if I was a manager during the Black Friday sale? Get the suits from head office, put them on the shop floor, not let them leave. I have to try and deal with all the chaos. That could be interesting, couldn't it? Could be interesting. Right, he's here. Mad Spaniel says, you've been talking about me again, haven't you? Hi, boss. Nigel the handyman says, free Wi-Fi, but no drinks. Unfortunately not. I might have to wander around and go and buy something in a minute, I'm sure. Cherry, hello to you. Yeah, I had an experience earlier where I went into central London today, which reminds me I better pay Sadiq Khan's rip-off tax. And I picked up 2 passengers, Howard and Stacey. Turns out they found out about me through this YouTube channel. So you can't make it up, can you? They're probably well on their way home by now if they're not going to come already. I think they live in Virginia. Not far from a little bit south of Washington, D.C. Christine Ayres, hello to you. Good to see you. Tried Aldi's version of Brewdog Punk IPA, and it's awful. Burnt my throat. Not cheap either. £2 a can. Total rip-off. I'll be sure to give that a miss. Karen B, hello to you. Good to see you. We only use free-range eggs and British sausages and our full English breakfast. Oh, shut up, you're making me hungry. I just had, what did I have? Ham, cheese and cucumber sandwich thins. I just scoffed on them. Blue Neeson, good to see you too. Hope you're all right. Handy Andy, evening to Andy at Gatwick, Gatwick. God, I've not heard that one for a while. Yeah, seriously, Handy Andy, if you're local, come down, say hello. I'm sat in the corner of the Tesco's cafe, upstairs, and I'm parked up outside as well. I'll be here for a while. Jerry Georgopoulos, hello to you. Tyrone Whitehead, Tracy Regan, Lorna McKenzie, good to see you as well. Who's this? Carol Jane. Hi, Andy. Hello, Carol. Good to see you. Dithian, Dave Bryan, and lots of people. James, good to see you. Definitely all the regulars and a couple of newbies too. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, blood nose. Handy Andy, go to the Tesco's and join the live so we can meet you in person. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Oh dear, just bought Brewdog IBA from. Excellent. Andy, you got a full English advert behind you. Ah, right. Gotcha. Yes, that makes sense now. I'm looking at the screen and not looking what's behind me. I'm glad I've got a wall behind me. Wonderful. I just want to give a shout out to my friends at Police Off the Cuff, Bill Cannon and Phil Grimaldi. I noticed that they've reached just over 30,000 subscribers, which is absolutely wonderful, and well done to the pair of them, well deserved. And I hope they continue going up. They covered a lot lately on this young girl, 16 years old, disappeared a couple of weeks back, was unfortunately found in about 14 feet of water in a submerged car, upside down. Awful story. They've covered that a fair amount, and they're doing very well. Doing very well as a channel. No bullshit, no bluster. Bring it to you from their perspective, which is really, really excellent. Christine Ayres, I'm sticking to Kronenberg, not a fan. These IPAs. Tried Hazy Jane the other day, and it was like fruit juice, total rip-off. They know how to wine people. Certainly do, Alan, certainly do. But, got staff coming back and forward, but I think I'm all right. They said I would be. I've been following the AWP team for 6 months. Scammers nowadays, stay vigilant. Yeah, there's a few of them around, isn't there? Absolutely. Yeah, I went into London earlier, and so many slowy down places and speed bumps are all over the place. You're going ba-ding. It's crazy. And, I think I had about 10 miles to do. It took about 50 minutes. I don't get it. Who else we got? Pope, yeah. Scammers. Hello, Mark Campson. Good to see you. Yes, I had a bit of a trip to Luton Airport. I certainly did. I'll see if I've still got the picture on here. Let me just see if I can cue something up. Let's try this. Overlays. No, it's gone. I binned it, so I can't show you the view from last night. But it was an awful job. The Fritz Report has just become a channel member. Thank you very much for your support there, and that's great, wonderful. And we look forward to seeing you in the members' live streams, one of which will be tomorrow. Well, hang on a minute. Yeah, tomorrow. And that'll be great. Thank you very much for your support there. It's wonderful. And all of the members in the chat have all got like a little green emblem next to them. Those are all the guys that financially contribute to the channel, even if it's just £1 a month. And I like to give something back to them in way of a little live stream for them. So thanks again, and to all the regular subscribers as well. Can I just have a sound check? as well, just to make sure I'm coming in okay. Can you give me a 1 in the chat if everything's all right? That'd be cool. Yeah, did you see Lorraine Chase at Luton Airport? No, I didn't. I saw a couple of comments about that. Yeah, everyone's saying 1. That's all right. So the chat's coming in good. I actually sat outside and got as close to the perimeter wall as I could. But I hooked up to the Wi-Fi signal, but it wasn't stable. So I thought I'd better come in the place, really, and go from there, see how we do. Listen, everybody, welcome to the daily chat with Andy. Like Gabby Cabby, this is a bit of a improv today. I've had to try and find somewhere just to set up kind of a temporary base, because the internet signal's crap literally everywhere outside. If you haven't done so already, please hit the like button on the chat, give us a thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel as well, please consider subscribing. Free to do, and there's lots of content and stuff every day from this taxi driver called Andy, who you all know. That's wonderful. John Harris, hello to you. Good to see you. I hope you're well, my friend. Alan, no, but I saw Lorraine in Spain. She stays mainly on the plane. Yeah, next time I have a customer called Lorraine from Spain, I'm going to have to try that one. Evening from a damp, soggy, wet, rainy evening in Doncaster. That's Spider-Log. That's unfortunate. It's very, very hot down here again. When we were driving up, it was something like, 30 degrees in a couple of places, and that was on the road and moving. So who knows? Mad Spaniel, yes, they did. They should wake them up. A few bumps in the road would probably be more use than coppers that are awake. Yeah, I'm on the verge of being able to bring you quite a lengthy story about that subject, Mad Spaniel, coppers, and the justice system, and all that sort of thing. So stand by for that. That's a work in progress. Hello, John Kent, my neighbour back home. Well, nearly neighbour. And hope you're good. Hope you're well. Good to see you. And don't know what you've been up to. Handy Andy, I won't say it. What's that? Shut that door. Dave Bryan, good to see you. Robert Allport, hello to you. That's wonderful. Summertime Sue. Oh, and Adam's in the chat as well. Good to see you as well. Hope you're well. Yeah, I've got to. My next flight's landing, roughly an hour and a half from now, if everything goes to schedule. And then after that, we drive home, and I've got Tilbury tomorrow, and then we are back here again. I've got a 2-car job with somebody else, a friend of mine. We've got to get a family of 10 home, so a busy couple of days, and then I've got some downtime on Friday. So that'll all be good, but we'll bring the laptop out and get that up and going again. And yeah, we're all right. I can't really share much in the way of news or anything tonight. It's just literally a natter. 21 here in Doncaster, 24.6 in my flat. Yeah, I had a word with somebody earlier. We were talking about gas and electricity bills, and how they're going to go up, and how the media is scaring the bejesus out of it with the whole thing. She reckons she only pays £100 a month. I couldn't work it out. And she reckons she lives in a 3-bedroom house. I mean, what do you do? Sit in the dark? And she reckons she just showers once a day, has a fridge on, and watches the telly, and that's about it. Okay, we'll see what happens. John Harrington, hello, good to see you. How come you've had many Luton jobs, Andy? It's only the one last night. What it was, I went up there to pick a family up who are from Hungary. And I was told that, everything was all right communication-wise, no language barriers or anything of that nature. So to that end, when I was told they were ready, I went in the express pick-up drop-off zone where they have to come out to me. It turns out they were in the wrong place, which is, understandable. I don't think they'd been to Luton for a number of years. And I think I had to try and explain about 6 or 7 times where I was, to no avail. I ended up there for a good 30 minutes trying to get them over to me. That's after having waiting an hour and a half for them to come through. So, yeah, it was crazy. No, John, I did not see Lorraine Chase at Luton Airport. I think last time she was there was probably about 1982 or whenever that advert come out. What was that one? Andy, how do you charge the customers when you're waiting for them, just interested? Well, what we used to do in the old days, we used to say, right, we'll get up here and you have an hour after landing included in the price to actually get in the car and get away. If you're after an hour, then it's £15 an hour or part thereof. But with the with the days we live in at the moment, with all the delays, the disruptions, the cancellations, and everything else, we're a little bit more lenient with that, and a little bit more discreet, because a lot of the stuff that's going on at the moment, quite simply, isn't the customer's fault. And as long as we can mitigate the circumstances, we can get away with it a little bit more. Blood Nose, they did speak English, but I think to a basic conversational level, where it's a case of, right, you're in the wrong place, you need to go to Zone E and turn right by the tower, and all the rest of it. It failed. It failed miserably, in fact. The Fritz Report, thank you very much for the £2 super chat. A couple of cans of Coke for you. I'll have one of those when I'm away from here. In fact, I eyed up the cold drink fridge on the way in, so I'll certainly raid it on the way out. Thank you very much. Andy, did you see the eco-loons were at it at Clackett's and various other service stations ruining pumps? Yes, there was a news article about that this morning. They hit Clackett's and they hit Cobham. Now, I was on my way to London when all this was kicking off, and what actually happened, they went in and tried to ruin some petrol pumps and basically sat down in the road, the entranceways, and caused a mischief. It wasn't as dramatic as the media made it out. For example, I went to Cobham Services probably about an hour after I heard about it, and they were all gone. There was an old build car sitting there, so they were very present. But no problem. I'm not sure about Clackett's though, because I've seen signs out there today saying there's no fuel available, which usually implies that that's still shut. So we'll have to see. Andy, reason our gas has gone up sixfold is because Germany has massive storage and is buying up every metre of gas they can to offset the winter when Russia switch their supply off. Yeah, I can see that coming. Well, we'll have to ask Boris, because he's been over there again, hasn't he? In his suit. Very good evening, Andy. Hello, Trevor. Good to see you. I hope you're good. And now I'm coming to you live from a shut cafe at Gatwick Airport, just round the corner. Hopefully it'll be open tomorrow and I can rate the food. Karen B. Just curious, kind of new to your channel from Florida. Do you only take people to and from an airport, or do you have other runs too? Generally, by nature of the name of the company, we only do airports mainly, but any other long distance, kind of from my area to anywhere else, we will take on as well. The only thing we don't do is local runs. You know, if you get a drunk on a Saturday night, want to lift home, we won't do those. I've not done those for a long, long time, actually. I mean, the two today, Howard and Stacey, they booked a block of 3. It was Heathrow to Dover, and they went on a cruise from Dover. Then it was Dover to the Waldorf in the middle of London. And the Waldorf to London, normally I wouldn't do. I'd say get a London cab. It's far cheaper. But because they'd already booked the other 2 bits, I thought, what the hell? Let's try and do them a deal on the whole thing. And I did the last. And nice people, had a good chat about what's going on in America with various things. And yeah, it's cool. And the fact they were, you know, come from this YouTube channel as well, so much the better. Do you do Southend Airport, Andy? Be good to have coffee sometime. Alan, I've not been to Southend since, well, before COVID before 2020, because when that kicked off, I think EasyJet pulled out of there, at least initially. And we didn't do Southend a lot, but I have been there. But the nearest I've got lately is probably, I don't know, only Stansted and Tilbury, I suppose. Tilbury I'm off to tomorrow. But I'll bear that in mind, Alan, if I'm ever up that neck of the woods, perhaps we can make that happen. Asda are now free for £8. Way too much. What's that on, Alan? I missed that. Lee Foster, thanks. That's all right. Hey, Andy, as a cabbie, why not review English breakfast from different cafes? That's not a bad idea. That's an excuse for a fry-up, isn't it? Problem is, I'm trying to lose weight, so it'll have to be the healthy stuff. Andy, sent you a few funny things on your Facebook. Yeah, I caught one earlier when I had a brief look today, Alan. While I'm sat here, after the stream's finished, I'll have a look and see what you sent me over, and I'll reply. I'm not ignoring you. It's just been manic in the background here, and I haven't had a chance to reply to many people really. Christine Ayres, I know a lot of people on holiday here. They just got off a dinghy. Yeah, that's still going on, isn't it? Hello, Mike. Good to see you. Yeah, John Harrington reckons the fry-up idea is a good one. What else we got? At least Germany has storage. Yeah, that's true. Listen, everybody, this is the daily chat with Andy, the Gabby Cabby. Good to see you all. If you haven't done so already, give that like button a hit. And our little clandestine in the corner live stream in a closed cafe in Tesco's seems to be going all right at the moment. But it's just a chat with everybody, isn't it? We've got 100 of you in the chat, so 102 now. So good to see you all. And again, I just want to give a call out to my friends at Police Off the Cuff and say how pleased I was that they've broken 30,000 subscribers. I think that's absolutely wonderful. Well deserved to the two of them. Long may it continue. Their friend Duty Ron has got well over 100,000 subscribers, so hopefully they'll be up with them one of these days for sure. And mine is like 8 miles away in Windsor, but worth it as the stuff is good quality. Even got 2 pairs of leggings there for like fire. You're talking clothes, are you? Alan and Christine. According to Schwab, as part of his Great Reset plan, humans would finally be required and take your cupcake in your account will be frozen. Yeah, absolute nutcase. Mad Spaniel, Karen B. I cut across the northwest corner of Florida when I was over there. Surprised I didn't bump into you. Well, Florida's ginormous, isn't it? Quite a big lump of land. Doctor told me in April if I touch drink, I won't leave hospital next time. One life. I'm lucky I got this far, to be honest, and will not be controlled is what it is. Adam, take it from someone that knows. Believe me, I do. You will stop if you want to. It's a conscious choice only you can make. I might take you up on that thing that you sent me. I don't know when it will be, but hold fire. I will try. Has Stobart's pulled out of Southend Airport? I have no idea, John Harrington. No idea. What else we got? George Locke. Hi, Andy. Great to be here on the chat. Good to see you, George, and welcome along. Hope you're well. And we are sat in the corner of the cafe at Tesco's, seeing if we can get away with it. So far, so good. Jerry, I can't stand them. I never have. My stepfather used to have them, I think. Kippers and sardines. Mad Mike UK is in the chat. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Let's have a look at what else we got here. I'm trying to include everybody. Boating live abroad. Hello to you. Now, hope you're doing okay today with your health and everything. Yeah, that was tragic. Tony Whitworth on Sunday, mountain biker Rob Warder was being congratulated for his big win in the Scottish Championship. Today, the world is shocked by his untimely death from a heart attack in his sleep. Another one. Yeah. And there's more and more and more, isn't there? It's becoming a little bit more obvious why. Why? And the unfortunate thing is, I can't say it here, but we all know why. It's awful. I like that Mad Spaniel. I wish I could, but on the mobile phone, you've got no control over virtual backgrounds. What I'll have to try and do is get a picture of this before I leave and see what that looks like when we're back in the garage. That could be quite good. Well, in fact, I will do that actually before we part company. They're talking about beer going up. What's your cheapest pint where you are? Mine is Stourford Press Cider for £1.99. Well, Weatherspoons is pretty much the cheapest without a doubt. I think it's about £2.5, £3 a pint in there, depending on what you have. And the other pubs around the Margate area, £4 or £5 upwards, easy. What I tend to do now is just get a load of ciders and drink at home unless I go out. It's a lot cheaper. The problem is, if people like me do that, the pubs are going to shut, aren't they? It's not good. Hello, Matt Woodson. Good to see you. John Harrington, I'm very well, thanks. Nice and cloudy, but still warm. Smash the like button, guys. Let's get Andy's algorithm dancing. Well, how many likes do we have? We've got 108 watching. We've got somebody on Facebook's giving us a like as well. So hello to you as well. Good to see you. I like that, and you're so right. Stay away from the fried breakfasts. They cost pounds and put on stones. Yes, definitely. And that would be funny, Nigel, the handyman. Yeah. I am going to take a picture of this backdrop before I leave here, and we'll see how convincing that will look. Mike, evening, Matt. Jimmy Smith, hi, Andy and all from Scotland. Good to see you. Hope you're good from Scotland, and welcome to the chat. Just 11 likes from what I can see. Now, surely there's more than that. Surely 11 likes. Hi, Andy and friends. Hello, Marjorie. Good to see you. Trevor Fuller's trying to get a wood burner in. I have some of that, Christine. And I'm watching the values like a hawk. And it took a hell of a dip lately. And now it's going up again. I do wonder what will happen when that goes in. Interesting. I don't think I've got any Southamptons lined up, Lee. I have, but I don't think this weekend. No, I'm absolutely sure of it, to be honest. There is a few coming up, though. Hello, Michael Castro, good to see you. Just dropped in there. And thanks for coming by. Hope you're well. Love the flavour of kippers, but not the bones. I'll tell you what, you can keep it, bones and all. Definitely. I tell you, there's a hell of a lot of comments I'm reading through. There's a hell of a lot more coming down. You're kidding. You sent me this earlier. £1.19 is equal to €1.18. That's more or less 1 for 1, isn't it? Who would ever see the day, huh? But, yeah. Where are we? A full English deserves the best. Yes, I think we'll try and take that one with us. 89 likes at the moment as I sent this. Excellent. We need 11 more for that 100. I'm sure we can do that. Come on, hit that like button. Oh, dollar, not euro. Okay. Sorry, I misread that. It looked like euro. Watching The Grey Man on Netflix. Good film. Hi, Uncle Gary. Good to see you. Hope you're all right. And good for you to pop by. Remember when Melinda Gates was like, my husband's involvement was too much for me. That's one of the reasons we're divorcing. The media was like, pretend you never said. Yeah, well, whoever controls the narrative controls what's going on. And, they're a bit annoying lately. Posting lives abroad, that's odd. I wonder what that is. See what else we got. Had no idea about that whatsoever, Mark Keane. No idea whatsoever. Yes, I made a statement on that situation. I won't be saying anything else until the time I said. Well, I've already said it. I've just not released it to you yet. So be patient. It's coming. I keep getting an error 300. Is that with the live stream, Boating Live Abroad? Let me know. Christine Ayres used to live in Amsterdam. Friend went to college in Wickham. He felt like he needed to use a passport, and that was 30 years ago. Whew. Yes, could be a little bit worse now. Digital currency, so they know where you are every day, how you use your money. Yeah, it's state control, isn't it? That's seems to be where we're going. Rotherham has been named as the children's city of culture. That's a freaking joke, that is, isn't it? Yes, I'd like everybody to read that message that I've just put up that Tony has just informed everybody in the chat. I'm going to leave that there for precisely 5 seconds, and then I'm going to remove it. It's all coming out of the woodwork now, isn't it, folks? Angela Graham, hello to you. Good to see you. Have you got your green screen yet? No, my son's got a green screen from where he messed around with YouTube, so I might try and nick it. I know where it is. He's hiding it in his wardrobe. So we'll see if we can do that at some point. 84 at the moment. Yeah, Black Country Wench 64. When I was in London this morning, I drove past. I was somewhere near Greenwich, I think, and there was this place on the corner that was a Costa Coffee, and you could tell by the way it looked, it was a pub at some point in its existence. It was so obvious, close a pub, put a coffee shop in, and it looked like a good old-fashioned London pub from the outside as well. Such a shame that they're all going. No, there's a question. Well, you know, one person I picked up. Uh, who else? There was an X Factor contestant from many years ago. The one where it was the year Leona Lewis won. And his name was Ben Mills. He had quite a long hair, and he sounded a little bit meatloafy with his songs and the way he sung. And he lives locally to me, and I took him to the airport one time. And at Gatwick, I've actually seen Ricky Gervais and Cliff Richard, but I've never, never interacted with, just seen them. So a couple about. What else we got? Yeah, she would have thought the French Coast Guard might have spotted 1,000 people waiting to get on boats. What the hell are we paying for? And they're saying that we owe them £8 million, apparently. Who knew? Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Uh, yeah, when I spoke to Ben Mills, he said he didn't want all the fame. It just wasn't him. I won't tell you what he actually said, but you can imagine. And he plays the pub circuit an awful lot, goes around all the boozers doing gigs in them, and he's particularly popular in a couple round my way. I don't think he lives very far from me now, actually, just round the corner, bless him. Not seen him in a while. Uh, Round my way, microbreweries are popping up all over. Our printing beer and cider labels has increased tenfold. The old school pubs are being replaced by brew pubs in my area. Absolutely. Red Scouse, where is he? Has he popped in the chat and I've missed him? Well, hello. I've seen you. Oh, there you are. Hope you're well. Welcome to the chat. Good to see you. Andy, I downloaded a YouTube green screen and can add any photo I want. I think it's in settings. Is that the YouTube app, Bridget? Let me know and I'll have a look. It'll be cool to have a look at. Little baby Jack is such a well-mannered, pleasant young boy. You should have seen him today. I got home and he was mad and running around the place with a Nerf gun. He was shooting everybody. Bless him. Sorry, my friend, what happens on the net stays on the net. I don't do meetups or hangouts. I'm like a ghost. Laughing. No, not laugh out loud. It should be ooh, if you're going to say things like that. And he keeps locking up on me. Could be the Wi-Fi in Tesco's. I've got reasonably strong signal here, Alan, but my experience with these open networks, sometimes the bandwidth can be a bit crap, particularly if they've got loads of people walking around. So, sorry, this was a bit of a gamble whether this was going to work out or not, but we've stayed connected for all this time, which is pretty cool. I reckon country of origin ought to be asked to pick them up or get a large bill. Yeah, well, that's Albania, isn't it, in the main? Anyway, Handy Andy, just to remind you, I'm down the Tesco's at Gatwick for quite a while yet, so open invite if you're around. If not, maybe some other time. Big Paraffin, I lined up alongside Lemmy in Dallas Airport once. Yeah, you just bump into people, don't you? All the time. Right, listen, folks, we're coming up 40 minutes. I think I push my luck, really, as long as I can in here. And it's good to see you all, everybody. Thank you very much for coming along. If you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that like button. Let's get that up to 100. Tomorrow, I will be back at home with the proper setup in the garage and everything. And it's the members chat tomorrow, if I remember the schedule correctly, and we'll have the normal all subscribers chat the day after that. So thank you very much again for everybody coming along. Enjoy the rest of your evenings. I've got probably about another 2 hours to wait here, so I shall twiddle my thumbs. Until next time, I bid you all toodaloo.